What's up, everybody? Squirrel Man's back again. I ain't made a video in a little while. I just been working and honestly, I just fell off the wagon when it came to making these videos for a while. But somebody in my life, my big brother, is like, dude, you need to start making those videos again, man. You need to start making them again. I was like, all right, maybe I got a few ideas. For the longest time, I just couldn't think of anything to talk about. I felt like I had said everything, but I think what I want to ask you guys is if you're getting into trucking, or maybe if you're already in trucking, like what is it like, what's your end game, like what are you hoping to accomplish, like where are you hoping to go, like are you just gonna like float in cruise control and just work as a company driver and just do that for years? Because if you're doing that, man, I'm telling you, that's just not gonna take you anywhere, dude. I was on the road for a few years, and I felt like I was just going nowhere. When I worked for CRST as a team driver, as a farmer driver, I was making good money. I had a guaranteed salary. I was making good money, but I knew I wasn't going anywhere. I knew it had an expiration date. Working with Biscuit, I knew that shit had an expiration date, because you just can't put two people in the truck and a truck that never stops and just expect it to just last forever. It's not gonna last. It has an expiration date. That team driving, that's a whole other video. Um, Anyway, yeah, I've been off the road for a while, for almost a year now. Well, technically that's not true. I did get back in the truck for a little while with US Express, but that was short-lived because I wasn't making no money working for US Express, until I went and worked for Walmart for a little bit doing their pop-ups. And if you can get in with Walmart, I should make a whole other video about that, because if you can get in Walmart, that's a good company. They're gonna pay you a lot of money. I heard from a few drivers that they make a shit ton of money, but that's another video. Um, yeah, what I'm doing right now is I'm working for FedEx, and if you've seen the double trailers, that's what I'm doing. I haul them at night, and I don't deal with customers. I don't do any of that door-to-door shit. I just hook up the trailers. I take them from A to B every night, A to B, back to A, and that's it. And whenever I'm done, I just go home. No sweeping no floors, no doing no dishes, I just go home. And it's a pretty legit gig. It's not bad. I make okay money. My last check wasn't nothing to brag about, but I do okay. You really got to weigh like your pros and cons, your odds and ends when it comes to trucking. It's like, what are you willing to sacrifice? Like, I get to be home. I get to sleep in my own bed every day. I get to eat home cooked meals. I get to take a shower every day, and I don't have to be on the road. So that's the really good pro that I get out of it. You know, I'm not making as much money as maybe as I could as a team driver. Maybe if I went and worked for Walmart, but I'd be gone at least 5 days a week, because I know that's the thing. I mean, I've literally talked to these Walmart drivers, and yeah, I knew there was a guy that worked right up the road from me, like 30 minutes up the road from me. He gets to come home every weekend, and he was making like six figures. That's true shit. And but to me, it's just like, that's just not worth it. To working for somebody else, I'm really, really getting to the end of my rope of working for somebody else. At this point in my life, I'm getting ready to be 44 in May, and I'm just like, man, I was saying this to my dad the other day. I've gotten so much experience, and I've gotten so good at my job that I don't know why the hell I'm working for anybody else. I mean, I don't see the point in it. Like, I'm so good at my job. I've got so much experience and knowledge now. Why don't I take it somewhere else and work for myself? So I don't want to make this video very long, but if you're going to stay in trucking, you need to have an end game. You need to have a plan. Do not just sit there in cruise control and work for somebody else. You're not going to go anywhere. You're going to wake up 10, 20 years from now. You're going to be fat as shit. You're going to be so unhealthy. You're going to be definitely single. And life just didn't work out for you because you gave your whole life to that truck, to someone else's company. You're working your ass off so they can drive a Corvette and go on vacation with their family. Don't do that to yourself. That's stupid. So anyway, I want you to think about that. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Common sense ain't common.